Well, the materials that you're going to need for this are the cotton buds. You're also going to need a water bottle that is actually filled with water, even if it's just filled halfway. Then you are also going to need your apple cider vinegar. This particular one, I got it from Pick and Pay. That is your raw unfiltered with the mother. We are going to make use of it. And then your Nativechild. These are the products that I'm going to be using. Your milk and honey. That is the moisture cream. And we're also going to make use of the castor oil. That is your hair growth oil. So you realize that before we start anything, that was just how my hairline is looking. So before we do anything, you've got to spritz your hair with water. Never work with hair that is dry. So you're going to spritz the hair with water. Make sure that it is properly saturated. And then before we do put any products, we're going to make sure that the scalp is pretty much clean. So this is the part where I get to use my apple cider vinegar. Just because it's got the mother that is actually settled at the bottom, you will need to shake that and make sure that it is properly combined. Well, I'm going to use the cap of the apple cider bottle. Pour in just enough to fill that cap. Then I'm going to make use of my cotton pads that I'm going to soak deep inside that. Try to soak as much of the apple cider vinegar. Because I spritz my hair with water, I'm not going to dilute it. I'll just use it as it is. So you see, I'm just putting it onto the scalp just to make sure that I am clarifying. I'm removing every bacteria, any fungi that could be there, and any other products that I had put even prior. So now that my skin is completely clarified, the next thing is I'm going to rinse it off. So that I did off camera. Then now that I've rinsed my scalp off, we are going to be making use of the milk and honey moisture cream, which I am going to mix with my water. That is to form a concoction. That is just going to be having the leave-in conditioner and my water. This is what I am going to spritz on my hairline. Always make sure that you are using water that is combined with the leave-in conditioner. You don't necessarily have to use the brands that I've got or that I'm using. Any leave-in conditioner that you've got, just use it. Now we are working on getting the technique right. So shake that up with water. Make sure that it is fully combined. The mixture is uniform throughout. Then spritz your hairline with it. As you are spritzing your hairline, well, it gets a little bit messy, so you have to try and just make use of the bath if you can. So now that my hairline is pretty much damp, I'm going to leave it on for about 3 minutes. Then the next step is to use our castor oil. That is the hair growth oil. So I'm just going to open that up, put right on my fingertips. Kindly use your fingertips. And you pretty have to be smooth. Don't be rough. Don't be rough on the edges. Because, well, you see that they are actually on life support. So just put a little bit of the castor oil. Soothe your hairline with it. I want to make use of this technique for 30 days and see if my hairline is going to improve. And in the process, I'm not going to be plaiting. I'm not going to be doing any of the manipulating hairstyles. Not even going to put on a wig on, because I've been putting wigs for forever. And I believe this is the reason why my hairline is now like this. So this will be done twice in the day, in the morning and in the evening. Incorporate massages as well. And then now that I'm done with that, I can just add a little bit of moisture to the hair overally. So you can still do your lock method, but well, this video was only precise for the hairline. So this is day 1 of the challenge. I'll be back again in 30 days just to show you the progress. So if you want to partake, just make sure that you're using any leave-in conditioner, any oil of your choice, and have a spritz bottle of water. Thank you.